Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all of you. So let us begin today's session with the Khirat. Auzu billahi samil alim minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صدق الله العظيم. Now I welcome Veera Nageshwaran sir, Assistant Professor, MCA Institute of Information Technology, for the welcome address. Sir.
Yes. Good morning to everyone. On behalf of MCA Institute of Information Technology, happy to welcome our today's resource person, Dr. R. Devi ma'am. She is currently as an Associate Professor, School of Computing Science, Wales Institute of Science and Technology and Advanced Studies, Chennai. She has 18 years of teaching experience in both UG and PG level. Her research interest includes image processing, big data analytics, cloud computing, machine learning, and blockchain technology. She has completed her state level eligibility test in the year 2018 and national level eligibility test in the year 2022. She has produced 4 PhD scholars, 7 MPhil scholars, and currently she is guiding 6 PhD scholars. She has published around 98 research papers in various international journals such as Scopus, Web of Science, and UGC referred journal. She received Best Young Scientist Award by GRAPS and Educational Charitable Trust, Excellence in Research by Sri Karunanandar Charitable Trust, and Best Faculty Excellence Award by CST Award. Now I hand over this session to our resource person, Dr. Devi ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your introduction. I feel immensely happy to be the part of your FTP. First of all, I'd like to thank the management of MCA Institute of Technology for inviting me as a speaker in the 5 days international virtual FTP on exploring new frontiers in teaching tools, AI, and data analytics. So thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, organizers, for initiating this 5 days international FTP. The topic I'm going to discuss is about teaching tools and techniques. So shall I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead and share the screen, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can see your screen, ma'am.
The topic I'm going to discuss is about teaching tools and techniques. So as a teacher, we all the learned members, and we'll be very familiar with some of the tools and the techniques. I'm going to I'm going to make this session to be very interactive. So as a teacher, so we are very familiar with the traditional method of teaching, right? The traditional method of teaching is nothing but we always very comfortable with the chalk and board. So the traditional method will make the students to be very attentive, very what is that? We can able to control the students, but is all the entire students or interactive? Can you make all the students to be interactive? So it is just an impossible thing. Why? Because as in the traditional way of teaching, we can able to control the students and we can able to make them to be very to our attention. But now the thing is, we have to make the session to be very interactive. Is it so? So we have to make the students that all the 50 should be interactive in the classes, and we have to come to a judgment that all the 50, all the 60 students can able to understand the concept, and we have to assess them then and there whether they can able to understand the concepts, and we have to assess them all of that is immediately after the session. And this would be possible only if you go with some latest teaching AI tools. And this can be wonderfully done with n number of AI tools. See, the traditional method is a very good one even then. So we have lot many AI tools which makes the session to be very interactive, right? So we have so many tools here where so many tools will make the session interactive, but we have to pay some amount. So we have so many free tools available, and I am going to cover you and the importance of teaching tools. As I said, it makes all the students to make them interactive. And whenever we make some content to be delivered, the visual effects make them to be listen more than the content, right? So the importance of teaching tool is nothing but that makes the students to be very interactive, and we can make them to be very attentive rather than contently speaking. So the types of teaching tools we have so many presentation tools, and we have assessment tools, and we have organization tools. So I'm going to give you some information related to one presentation tool and one assessment tool and one very good interactive tool. The one presentation tool I have taken is Canva. So Canva, I think as a learned members, we are very familiar with Canva. So why I have choose Canva? So Canva become very familiar nowadays. So using Canva, and this is the presentation I have made ready with the Canva. The Canva is nothing but so you can use Canva to create a very good presentation. Even then, so we have a similar presentation tool like Canva. So you have Google Slide, even then gives you a better and a pleasant presentation where the visual coherence is very much more when compared to Google Slide. So in Google Slide also we have a collaborative presentation where a set of team members can work on a presentation. And the most popular and the digital education tools for teachers and learners. And we have so many teaching tools here. One is Slido and one is Socrative, ThinkLink, TED-Ed. So TED-Ed is nothing but is a very good animated videos. So we'll be very familiar in watching animated videos in YouTube, right? So all these animated videos are done using TED-Ed. And ThinkLink is also one best AI tool for presentation. And Socrative is a very good assessment tool where you can give quizzes for the students, and all of the sudden you'll be getting the live results. And we are going to do the Socrative lively in this session. And also Slido. So Slido is also a very good interactive tool where you can give pollings. And often whenever we are traveling in Ola or Uber, we'll be giving the rating, right? So all the rating can be given using Slido, polling, and you have quizzes, and as well the spot question and answer can be shared using Slido, right? So this is not, so I have given some limited tools where we have n number of AI tools are available way that can be used in a betterment way. So why I have chosen only these three, whereas we can use these three in a free of cost with a basic plan. So we can also have a payable mode here where so many features can be added in account, right? So getting into the Canva first, as I told you, Canva is an innovative teaching tool where we can create a very good presentation. So the presentation is quite common once you go with Google Slide as well Canva. So Google Slide, what is the important feature in Canva is nothing but where you can work together as a team. So and all the team members can be collaborated inside the particular presentation, and everyone can give their own contributions in a particular presentation. So this is possible even in Google Slide. But what the difference makes is nothing but the presentation, the lively, the versatile. So this versatility and what is that? A coherence effective can be made in Canva when compared to Google Slide, right? So as I told you, this is what the homepage of a Canva. So students are very familiar in Canva. Why? Because in Google Slide, we can create presentation, whereas in Canva, you can create your blogs, flyers, pamphlet. So many things can be done using the Canva, and this is what the homepage. So every templates, already built-in templates can be available in Canva. As well, you can create your own presentation from the scratch. So you can add elements, you can add images, and you can add whichever the thing you want to blend in your presentation. Everything can be added into the Canva template, and that can be incorporated in your presentation. And you can resize your blogs, flyers as well, with so many different combinations of colors as well, with the help of the features in the Canva, right? So you can resize the blog, you can make some shapes, everything. So what is the important thing regarding Canva? As I told you, it can create, you can design posters, presentation, social media graphics, flyers, and more with Canva. And you can work collaboratively on inviting people and inviting your team members, inviting your friends, and you can work as a real time. And that gives you a teamwork, always gives you a betterment work. So you can customize, you can layouts, you can give your own color combinations, you can incorporate your own images. Everything can be done in a very good way, where the presentation seems to be a flawless and a very good effective one. And coming to the next very good assessment tool. So why we are very good, we are focusing on the assessment. So once we deliver the content to the students, what we expect. So for example, we are giving 1 hour session to the students. So after giving 1 hour session, what actually we need. So after the 1 hour session, once we assess the students, we want a very good answer from the students. It means we have effectively made that 1 hour, right? So in order to assess the students in a very interesting way, so Socrative is a thing I have found out, and it is working wonderfully. And you have two different versions in Socrative. One is a basic one and one is a Socrative Pro. Where for the basic one, we need not going to pay anything. Whereas suppose if you want to add some features, you have Socrative Pro, where you're going to pay some amount monthly wise. So no need for that. Once we want to make the assessment in the classroom in as a live, we can go with the basic version of Socrative. So, right. So what is Socrative? So this is what the homepage, and you can sign in as a teacher, and the students can as well sign in. So the one major advantage of Socrative is nothing but, so the people where the thing the students going to do the quizzes, right? The thing is, the student no need to sign in, or no need to what is that, install anything regarding Socrative. So once you're going to assess, we are going to create the quiz, and we are going, with the help of the QR code, the students in the classroom in live, they are going to attend the quizzes, right? So this is what the homepage, and we have to sign in as a teacher. You can also sign in through Google, or else you can give as a account, you can get into the Socrative. So using Socrative, you can give the quizzes, you can create the quizzes, and you can give the assessments, right? The assessments can be given lively in the classroom, and immediately you can get the report, and the report can be sent to the mail ID immediately, as in the form of the Excel. So whoever has attended the quizzes, and what is the grade of the quiz. The quiz can be given in 3 different formats. It can be a multiple choice question, it can be in true or false, or it can be a short answer. So based on the thing, we can choose our own template, and we can create the quiz, and the list quiz can be launched with the help of the QR code in the classroom. So what is the benefit for the teacher? The benefit for the teacher is nothing but, we can assess the students all of the sudden once they finish the topic, and we have a satisfaction, and we have a happiness with us, that once we finish a topic, and once finish the topic, and we will be giving an immediate assessment to the students. And once the students finish the assessment, so we can come to the conclusion here. So the students were very well versed with their particular or a particular content, right? So this is what the benefit for the teacher, whereas the benefit for the students, so asking randomly the question to the students does not, we cannot focus all the 60, and we cannot pinpoint all the 60 students in the classroom. Whereas we can assess all the 60 at the time and in a live, and we can check whether all the 60 is participation. participating, sorry. If not, we can call them. So, Saran, you have not started the quiz. Why? Because once we have a live session, the students, whoever is attending, their names will be listed one after the other. So the students who have participated, we can find out easily. And the students we have not participated also, we can find out easily. So now we are going to do this session lively now. And this is what the benefit for the students. The students might have a very interesting thing in their mind. Okay, if they have a quizzes, every student have some eagerness to do the quiz. So doing this activity, they will be involved in these sessions too. So this is how it would be benefit for the students. And here this Socrative tool doesn't have any, it has a cross-platform accessibility, and it is accessible across multiple platforms, iOS, Android, web browsers, and students can participate in quizzes and activities in their preferred devices. So I'm making in YouTube. If I'm giving this QR code, means this can be scanned using the device or the mobile devices using Android, and that can be done immediately, right? And this is what the one of the advantage of using Socrative. So now this is what some of the screenshots I have worked out. So if so, we'll have a live session here. So can you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so this is what is Socrative. This is what is Socrative homepage. You can just in a Google, you can Google Socrative, and once you go with the Socrative, it will be asking for a teacher login and student login. You can go with teacher login, or else you can go through the continue with Google. With the help of your mail ID, you can sign in. So see here, this is what the homepage, and you have so many tabs here, right? And launch, library, discover, rooms, reports, live. So as a classroom, suppose I'm going for 3 classes, you can create classrooms separately for each classes, right? Or else generally you can create one classroom. So I have already signed in and I have created a classroom, and the classroom, you have to give a name for the classroom, right? And coming to the library, so once again, yeah, coming to the library, at the right side, you have add quiz, right? So once you give add quiz, so you have so many options here to create your own quiz. So you have a blank quiz where you can type your own questions, and you have generate questions. See what a fantastic tool it is. So it is an AI based tool where once you give the topic, it will create the questions automatically. And the third one is nothing but you can copy paste the question from some other source, and you can import the quiz from an Excel sheet. See, I have choose the second tab that I'm going to generate questions. I'm going to generate questions, and the questions is going to generated by the AI assistant. So here I'm giving a topic. Yes. So I have given the topic here, deadlock in operating system. You can give any topic. And one more thing, what is a very good thing about this tool? You can also, if you have a notes, suppose if you have a content in the Word, you can copy that content and you can paste it in the prompt box. Why? Because this prompt box accept up to 3,000 words. So you can copy it, a particular topic. So suppose if you have a content in deadlock in OS, you can copy the whole content and you can paste it in the prompt box, and or else you can give just the title alone. So the question types, as I told you, you have three types of questions here. One is multiple choice, one is true or false, and one is short answer. So I'm going with multiple choice and not with the true or false. And I need, suppose the students have done the question wrongly. So I need an explanation that which one is the right answer and what is the explanation for that. So the number of questions is 5, 10, or 15, or else you can, even then you can exceed the question. So I have chosen 5, right? And I'm also giving, what is that? A title for this. Is, so I have given the title as deadlock in OS, and I have given the multiple choice, and the number of questions I have given is 5. So just gives at the bottom of the screen, you have generate. So just click generate. See, the multiple choice question has been generated automatically, and I am adding all the questions here. Just give add all the questions. So once you have the questions and also the answers has been encircled in a green color. And this is an automated one. Why? Because I have created this question, this quiz, this quiz with the help of the AA assisted, and automatically once I give the topic, the questions are automatically created and the answers as well will be intimated in an encircled green color. So I have I'm giving save and exit, right? And now I have created my quiz. So you have 5 tabs here in the library. Go to add quiz. So you just create your own quiz. I have taken generated AA, and using AA, I have created a quiz on deadlock in OS. I think the title is not saved. That's not a problem. So coming to the next thing. So I want to launch this, right? So click launch and you click this. Click launch. The untitled is nothing but the deadlock in OS is the title is not saved. That's not a problem. Once you, after in library, after creating your own quiz, you have a launch tab here. Once you click the launch, so I want to shuffle the questions. Once a student attend, see students were sitting one after another. If I give the same questions with the same answer, they will be having a discussion and they'll be doing. So I want to shuffle the questions. So I am just toggling the shuffle question, and I want to shuffle the answer as well. And once the student complete the quiz, I want to make the students to know their final score as well. So I'm making that show final score and I'm launching. So now the activity is launched, and see the 2 steps I have done. What is that? I've created the quiz and now I have launched the quiz. So once I launch, I have to invite the students, right? So just at the right tab, you have invite students. So can you able to see the QR code here? So anyone, the participants, so try to scan this QR code in your mobile. So once you scan this, you have a form, you have a link of a Socrative. Once you click that, it will ask for the name, type the name, and you start the assessment. Yes, participants, let's make the session interactive. Take your mobile, scan this. Once you scan and once you start the scanning, I'll be having the participants list, whoever is attending the quiz. Yes, let's start. Yes. Yes, can you able to scan this QR code? Yeah, very good. Rajendra Pratkar. He has started the assessment. Yes. Yes, good. Charles, Arulmati, Balaji, Dr. Kaushik, Shruti, Jodhimani, Krishnan, Prabha. So very good. So many of you are attending the quizzes. I think in the quiz you have 5 questions as an MCQ. So once you finish off all the 5 questions, you may able to view your own final score, right? So I think Dr. Kaushik has completed his quiz. Yes. So I'm waiting just 1 minute. I didn't give any seconds here. If you want to give the seconds as well, you can also give. So within the seconds, within the appropriate second, you have to complete the answers. If not, it will be closed. So I didn't give you any seconds here. Once I finished the activity, we couldn't get back the QR code once again. I'm just waiting as some of them have not completed. So this is what the one of the wonderful thing regarding Socrative. See here, once if you create this quiz in the classroom, so in order to make the session to be very interactive, so we can you can ask the students to scan this QR code. So you can make that to be as a presentation. Ask the students to create the quiz, ask the students to scan the QR code, and all of the seven, all the 60 will be participating in the quizzes. And as an admin, you can able to view how many students have attended and how many students have not attended. So once you complete a topic in the classroom, and once you make this in the as a presentation and the screen, the students is also be very excited to see that they have attended this much of questions. This much of questions is right and this questions are wrong. Yes, shall I finish up the activity? Yes. So, okay then. So, what's the last thing? Yes. So, I have launched the quiz and I have invited the students. So, n number of students have participated at the bottom. I'm having 30 students have attended the classroom. So, I want to make the report, right? Yes. So, I'm finishing the activity. So once I finish the activity, you see at the top of the screen, you have 2 things here. Email the results to the students and export results. See, this email results to students is a add-on feature. And once you go for Socrative Pro, this add-on feature will be enabled. So I want to export the result. So you can able to download as a Excel. See here at the left side, you have a complete result in Excel, and you have an individual student PDF and the result summary as a PDF and the answer key as well as a PDF. And see, I want to send my report to the email as well. So instead of downloading, I'm going to email. So whoever has created the quiz and whoever has logged in as a teacher, the report will be sent to the email. So I'm closing this. So I'll show you. So this is my email. And once I send the report to the email, see, this results has been received. Just 1 second. Yes. Can you able to see the report here? The report is nothing but what is the score and what is the question and what is the answer they have chosen. And the light red is a wrong one and the green color is a right one. And this is how the report has been sent to the email in the form of a Excel sheet, right? So this is how you can make the classroom to be very interactive, and you can make the students to be involved, that you can make all the students in the classroom to be involved to do this assessment. And that is why this Socrative is a very good assessment tool. Yes. So as well, you have so many choice here. So once again, I'm going with add quiz and the generate questions. And here, the same topic I'm going with, whereas now I'm going to create a true or false question. And the same 5 questions I'm generating. If I give generate, see, just I want to show you, we are not going to do the session once again. And I'm adding all the questions. See here, this is how the true or false will be added. The answers will be given up automatically. True is in green color and false is in the red color, right? And you can save and exit. And once you add this quiz, what is that? You can launch the quiz and you can invite the students, and finally you can create a report and you can show the report immediately once the session gets over. And this is one of the, what is that? And a very interesting assessment tool. Yes. So once after we have that session as a live, I think you can able to understand all these screenshots. And this is a home page, and I have created a generate questions using AI, and we have created and we have add the quiz and you have launched the quiz. And this is what the QR code you have to scan. And some of the students have attended. And here I have done for the multiple choice and as well for true or false. And some of the, this is how in your mobile, once you scan the questions, and this is how the questions will be there once you scan the QR code. Yes. And see, once you submit the answer, you have finished and you have the score with the percentage, right? Yeah. So one presentation tool we have seen Canva. So why I'm running this Canva lively? So instead, so this presentation I have created using Canva, right? So once you do the presentation in Canva, you can download it as a video, or else you can download it as a presentation. So once you download it as a that is PDF, you cannot have all these animations. So that is why I'm lively showing this presentation. Why? Because in order to know the versatility of Canva. Yes. So after Canva, you have we have seen a one assessment tool, that is Socrative. So after that, you have Slido. So what is Slido? Slido is also a very interactive tool that have some fun plus interactive. See what is fun with the interactive. So you have polling, you can give rating, you can give emoji. So all these things can be done using Slido. So I'm just giving a speech to a very big audience. For example, some 500 or some thousands, 800 audience were in a conference hall, where I have to make all the audience to be interactive. Slido is a very good interactive tool. So you want to make the audience to be interactive as well. You have to make the audience to be fun, to be participated. Yes. So the live polling can be done in Slido. And the rating. So you are traveling in Uber and Ola, and once you leave, all of a sudden you'll be getting a rating, right? And this can be done using Slido. So what are all the things can be done using Slido? So multiple choice poll, rating, word cloud. So you can answer. I can ask question and answer, and lively I can pose the question, and anyone, the audience in the group, any audience can answer the question. So who is answering? All the answering will be displayed on the screen, and it can be in the form of survey, or it can be in the form of word cloud, right? So then you have a ranking poll, and you can also create quiz as well, and you can also create a very good survey. Yes. So before beginning this, how a Slido can work. So once again, shall we try Slido? Yes. Just once again. Yeah, good. And as well, like just like a Socrative, you can also get into Slido, Google, you go with Slido, and you have a sign-in page, you can sign up. So once you sign up, you have a home page like this. So one of the interesting thing related to Slido is nothing but you can incorporate the Slido in all these things, that you can integrate your Slido in a PowerPoint, in a Google Slide, in a Team, in a WebEx, and as well in Zoom. See here, once you have, what is that? You have to download this Slido, and you have to launch that Slido. You have a separate launcher for each integration. So for Zoom, you have to separately download the Slido, and that has to be integrated to your Zoom automatically. And once you click Slido, you have three things. So one is the admin, and one is the participation window, and one is the presentation window, right? So we just create a Slido here. Sorry, just create a Slido. At the right corner, you have a create Slido, and you can give some date, and you can, the thing, suppose you have a conference hosting in your university, and the conference is for 2 days, and you want to use that Slido for 2 days. Now you can give for 2 days, or you can give for 3 days, or else if you want to use only for the session, you can give a single day. That's up to your need. So I'm giving a name for the Slido. Yes. And I'm create the Slido. Yeah. Now, see, in my thing, this is what the two thing. One is a participation mode. So no participant is not in the live. And this is what the presentation slide. So this is what the presentation mode at one side, and the participation mode on the other side. And the admin who is working on is the admin mode. You have three different modes in Slido, right? So the thing is, so I'm just going with the multiple choice question. I'm just telling, is the session interesting? I'm adding option here. See, once I create a multiple choice question and once I give save, so in my presentation window, I can able to view this. So now I'm going to launch this. Yeah, just wait a second. So now, as I said, you scan in your mobile, you scan this QR code and you answer the active poll, whether the session is interesting. It's open to all. Can you able to scan the Slido? Wow, this I'm getting 100% yes. So I'm very happy about this. As the session is interesting, I'm doing some good thing, right? So this is what the active polling can be done using this Slido. You can just put on the question in the presentation mode, and once you launch that, the participation, it will be converted to the participation mode where all the participants can scan this QR code and can actively participate in the polling, right? So now, just I'm going with word cloud. So what is so these are all the things you can do in Slido. So you can give a multiple choice question and you can pose the question in the presentation where all the audience can answer, right? So I'm going with the word cloud. See, give some words related to Socrative. So why? Because I have taken some session regarding Socrative. So I want to know whether, so I have ended up my session. It is a conference. So I have given some speech or I have given some explanation regarding the topics. So I want to know whether the audience are familiar with the content, what I have delivered earlier. So I want to know some terms related to Socrative. And I want to make all the words that are given back by the participants as a word cloud, right? So I'm saving this. Yeah. And now I'm launching this. So I'm presenting the question to the participants. Yeah. So now participants, you just give some words related to Socrative. Yes, create quiz, quiz design. Some of them are typing hello. Examining, questioning, create quiz, classroom engagement, super, very nice software. It's an interactive tool, super. It is an AI tool, good. Excel report, So I think all the participants are viewing this word cloud. Create quiz. Yeah. So this is the thing. So you can make all the participants to be involved. So whatever you have typed, that should be monitored, that should be displayed in the monitor is quite interesting, right? So this is how a Slido can make things good. So whichever related to the topic. So whenever we teach a topic, some terms, some terminologies we want the students to remember. So just we can pose a question and ask the students to give some terms, standard terms relevant to the topic to be presented as a word cloud. And this is one thing, one type of polling, and the multiple choice is also a one type of polling. And now the quiz as well, I think quiz already we have discussed in Socrative, the same thing. You can create quiz. Once you click quiz, can create some questions, merge all these, and once you present, all the participants can quiz. So now I want to go for the rating. So this rating can be of two types. One is of emojis and one is of stars. So you'd like to have stars, right? I have backed 5 stars. I have backed 4 stars. So I want to know the rating. Yeah. Yes. So I want to rate the session. I want to know the rating, what the participants is going to give me, whether 1 star or 2 star, 3 star, 4 star or 5 star. And I'm saving this. Yeah. And now I'm launching this and I'm presenting this to the participants. Wow. So some have given 4 and some have given 5. Good. So 75% of the participants have given 5 star and 17%. I think you can able to view this in your screen as well. So jokes apart, so what I'm trying to tell that you have n number of interactive tools to make the session very interesting, and the students are very much interested in polling all these things, right? So when we incorporate our own the content with the help of all these interactive tools, so it would make the students to be very engaged in the classroom. They will be very attentive, and we can make the session to be very interesting rather than going content wise. So rather than explaining the content for all the 1 hour, you can make the session very lively. Half an hour you can go with the content, and the remaining half an hour you can engage the students in all these interactive quizzes and polling, and you can make the students to answering the word cloud. On all these types of tools will make your classroom a very lively one. Yes. Once again. Yeah. So we have seen all these things, right? So how to make this, how to make questions, and how to make the presentation, create a rating poll. It's you can make your own brainstorming session. You can create Slido quizzes. You can create quiz. See, we can make all these in Slido. Also, you have multiple choice, true or false, as you wish. You can create the quiz, merge everything. You can give the option, and the right answers should be double clicked, right? So you can create your own question, type the options, and double click the option which one is the right one. Yes. and you can edit the timer as well. So I have told you already, you have, for example, you can set the timer to be 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds, what is that? The participant has to answer, or else it will be skipped. Then you can create online survey using Slido. You can create a very good survey. And you can display the survey results as well. And thank you so much for the patience. And I thank everyone who have lively participated in this session. And once again, I thank the management for giving this wonderful opportunity to share my ideas and views with all the 100 and more than 100 participants. And thank you so much. Any questions or queries?
Participants are free to clarify their doubts with the resource person. Any doubts from the participants? Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The session was very interesting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any doubts from the participants? I think they have no doubts, ma'am. We have come to the end of the session. So shall we complete the session with the vote of thanks?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Thank you is such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. I feel honored and privileged for having got the opportunity to propose the vote of thanks on this special occasion today. On behalf of the Department of Computer Applications, MCA, I would like to convey my deep regards and hearty thanks with due respects to the management for having supported us in organizing this International Faculty Development Program. I extend my sense of gratitude to the convener, the director, and the assistant director from HOD for their constant guidance and support. I am grateful to the resource person, Dr. R. Devi, Associate Professor, Department of Information Technology with us today, for having taken the time and effort to share her expertise on the topic, teaching tools and techniques. I thank you once again, ma'am, for your valuable contribution. My sincere thanks to the organizing committee members of this FTP for having made this day a pleasant one. I also thank all the participants for joining us today. My special thanks to all the faculty members and non-faculty members for contributing to the success of this FTP. Above all, I would like to thank the Almighty for being with us today and ever. Thank you, one and all. This is Dr. Vindapriya signing off. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Just a minute, please. Just a minute, please. We'll send the feedback link.
So feedback will be sent only at the end of the session. This is not the time to send the feedback. It will take some more time. You can get the feedback only at the end of the session. You will get the feedback form around 11:50, not now. Hello, சொல்லுங்கம்மா. சொல்லுங்க. Not now.
11:50 ಗಂಟೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ 11:50 ತನಕ ಕೂಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಇದು ಚಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಚಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ.
Participants, please wait for a minute. You will get the feedback form now. Please wait for a minute.
Feedback link is sent actually, so you can fill it and lead the session. Thank you.
Yes, kindly fill the feedback form. After finishing it, you can leave the session. Participants, kindly fill the feedback form.
Oh dear.
We will give you 10 minutes time for filling the feedback form. So kindly fill the feedback form and you can leave the session.
The feedback link is posted. Please kindly fill it. Thank you.
YouTube में उन्हें डाल दिए YouTube में नहीं डाला है YouTube कट होगा अब वो कट होगा फिर मैं रिकनेक्ट करें कट होगा चलो Participants, kindly fill up the feedback form. The session will be disconnected within a couple of minutes.